Dad's finger sliced through the air at me like it was sharp enough to cut, his voice cracking under the weight of everything he thought he knew. "Return the 50,000. Or don't come back." He said it like the words were supposed to shatter me on the spot. My sister stood beside him, wearing that tight little smile she saved for moments when she wanted to act sweet, while twisting the knife. "You took Mom's money. We all know," she said, every syllable dripping with fake confidence. I didn't explode. I didn't even blink. Instead, I slid the teller slips across the counter one by one, calm and steady, watching the color drain from their faces as each page landed in front of them. The room went cold. No one breathed. And for the first time, I felt the moment tilt in my favor. I finally inhaled and got ready to speak. It's strange how betrayal doesn't show up wearing a warning sign. It comes wrapped in family ties and people you've spent your life trusting. The ones you think would never turn on you. You never recognize the blade they're holding until you feel it pressing between your ribs. They thought I was cornered me, the reliable son, the one who handled everything no one else wanted to deal with. But I've been paying attention, listening more than talking. And unlike them, I knew how to move without leaving fingerprints behind. Dad once called me the backbone of the family, the steady one who kept everyone else from falling apart. Mom used to thank me in hushed whispers every time I paid a bill she couldn't manage. My sister depended on me like it was her right through breakups, job disasters, emotional meltdowns. Trust had always been the one thing I thought we had plenty of. Then Mom's savings vanished, $50,000 gone like smoke sucked out of a window. I didn't touch it. I didn't even think about touching it. But suddenly the house felt heavy, the air thick with suspicion. I could feel their eyes on me, quiet at first, then sharper. The blame didn't land all at once. It started with little things, receipts from boutique stores that Mom would never shop at, buried in my sister's purse. Her quick change of attitude as she suddenly insisted on helping Mom with the bank accounts. And anytime someone mentioned money, she grew defensive, snapping faster than anyone expected. I didn't accuse her. I didn't need to. I gathered proof, screenshots of transfers, timestamps, every withdrawal signed in handwriting that wasn't mine, but belonged to the person screaming the loudest. And Dad, he didn't want to see it. Maybe he couldn't. Maybe it was easier for him to believe that the son messed up than admit the daughter he adored was capable of stealing from her own mother. I didn't shout back at them. I didn't argue or beg. I let them build their case against me, whisper by whisper, lie by lie. Because people fueled by anger burn out quickly. But real patience is a strategy, and I held on to it. I moved quietly, step by step. I went to the bank, got the teller slip stamped and certified. Each page felt like a blade I tucked away for later. The hardest part was waiting, letting them think they had already beaten me, already cornered me, already convinced the whole family I was a thief. They schemed. They whispered. They set the stage for their big accusation. But I built something stronger. Sunday dinner came, everyone gathered. The smell of roast drifting through the room while tension thickened like smoke. I waited until my sister's smirk looked carved into her face. Until Dad's stare felt like it was burning holes into me. Then I placed the teller slips on the counter, neat, calm, almost gentle. Evidence laid out like the truth finally stepping into the light. Her signature. Her withdrawals. Her trail of lies inked clearly for everyone to see. I didn't need to raise my voice. The silence did the talking. Dad leaned in first, squinting, confusion shifting into horror as the truth sank in. His face fell apart, shame, disbelief, heartbreak all mixing together. My sister froze, her skin turning pale, her mouth opening but unable to form a single excuse. She knew the spotlight had swung in her direction, and this time it wouldn't leave. "Your money," I said to Dad, my voice steady, "never left the family. It just changed purses." The words hit harder than I expected. The room rippled with quiet shock as everything they assumed about me cracked. Dad's voice shrank when he finally spoke. "Is this true?" he asked her. She didn't answer. She couldn't, the papers answered for her. For once, I didn't try to fix anything. I didn't play the peacemaker. I let the silence sit heavy on her shoulders, let it squeeze the lies right out of the air. Because betrayal deserves to be exposed and the truth doesn't have to shout. It just needs to stand there long enough to be noticed. They tried to bury me under their lies. Instead, I buried them with facts. People who betray you always assume you're too weak to fight back. But I wasn't weak. I was waiting. Now, when Dad looks at me, he doesn't see the accused. He sees a son who stayed steady even when everyone else turned on him. And when he looks at her, he sees a thief who wore his trust like a mask. As for me, I don't feel angry anymore. I feel clear. I feel calm. The truth doesn't ask for forgiveness, it demands a reckoning. So I left the papers on the counter, stood up and walked out, leaving them in the middle of the mess they created. Sometimes revenge isn't loud or violent. Sometimes it's a quiet moment when everyone realizes you were never the one on trial in the first place. If this story made you feel something, drop a like. Comment "I choose myself" if you believe in self-worth over validation. Hit subscribe for more stories that remind you how powerful you really are.